next joint, Truth Be Told. What does that mean? What does that say?
Truest shit, the truest I've ever spoke. That's my truest thing that I ever spoke on the mic. You know, I mean, at the time, I had to get real and tell people what I've been through. Going through, coming from deaf and heavy mental, and what people really thought about it. When I dropped it, it wasn't like, yo, this is gonna be a classic. They didn't understand it. You know, when I was doing it, they didn't know how to market it. They didn't even want to deal with it, heavy mental, you know. And it seemed like the only one I was talking to was Wendy Goldstein. She was A&R at the time. She kind of helped me out to push it over. You know, sometimes I get hard, but Wendy Goldstein kind of like helped me get it somewhere. She did a lot to try to get it somewhere. But she didn't have power. You know, the higher ups was having most of the power to say so. She got me more into the pop. I think that was it. But yeah, Wendy, I was young back then. Me and Wendy Goldstein have a history. You know, it's crazy. I blamed her. I fault myself for that. You know, because she did try to help and push it somewhere, and it was the powers above her that wouldn't allow her to do what she tried to do. So I'll see her someday.
So now, what is your label situation right now? Speaking of labels,
my label situation right now. Let's just go to sleep. Yeah. My label situation right now. I'm in good hands. Take off the I'm in God hands, really. You know what I mean? So it's like I met this cat Charlie. We combined our labels, and you know, okay, he's on. You know, we got this deal with Traffic, and I think the people made this happen because I couldn't wait no more. I'm on Hip Hop Game doing journals and bugging out on labels, stupid labels. But to see me crying like that out there, like wilding, like, yo, man, this whole industry. Actually, the truth is, I was being lazy too. I didn't want to just take it here and here. I didn't have nobody in my corner, you know, doing this again. So it's like heavy mental. That's what makes it so unique, because I was just me, Priest. There's nobody else.
Now the next joint, Osiris Eyes. What does that mean?
Osiris Eyes. Big up to Dreddy Cougar. At that time, he was there. You know, Dreddy was when I recorded that, we was in the studio. Scott Free was there from Loud Records, and he was like, yo, this is bananas. I think I just conjure up the Slick Rick style, but it was real flamboyant in a way. I just wanted to step back on there. You know, I wanted to be in the eye of Osiris, you know, just like, how can I describe it? Like Nas' album cover, you know, I am like that album cover, how he was looking on there. It's like I felt like the Pharaoh at that time, you know, so to step on, I had to reclaim my throne because these cats are coming out, they talking this, they talking that, man. Move out the way, man. Osiris is looking at you.
Now the next joint, a lot of people making a lot of noise about this one, Stand Still, featuring Immortal Technique and Bloodsport. What was that all about?
I think that's an underground nuclear bomb, atom bomb. I think that track right there is Energy. It's me, Bloodsport, who murked the first verse, and Immortal Technique immortalized that track. You know what I'm saying? He just came through with some old crazy stomping the planet, pivot the planet. You know what I mean? Stomping the earth. I was like, what the ham sandwich is going on in here? And my grandmother used to say, no, I don't eat pork. Word. So that was crazy. That was a given in time because I like a lot of MCs out there. They be rhyming, but I don't pay attention to them. I mean, they don't do nothing to me. But Immortal Technique, he kind of like got some stuff that I was like, yeah, son could really go in. And he's real about what he's saying.
Now, the next song, the PJs, was something really, really special with this one. You featuring your son. Tell us a little bit about that. What was that like to work with your son?
Zariah Zariah came through and he blessed the track. He always was writing rhymes, and he got that kind of like that spirit like me. Like he got that. You know, he's from Brownville. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the style. I'm from Bed-Stuy, but you know we combined it. Exactly. It's like, you know, his mom's is from the Ville, so that's where I started hearing that. So it's like he just came out. Me and him put something together that was beautiful. It was my first time working with my son, and he just dropped something that was timeless, you know. And it all came together because that was the right track. That set the mood. That's how me and him is. We like one, you know.
So can we expect the album from you, son?
I'm not gonna put it out there like that, but you're gonna expect some more work from him. Words, right?
That's right. All right, now the next
generation.
The next joint, Happy. It's not the usual title that you would expect from a Killah Priest track. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And, you know, because you're a little bit more gothic artist, a little darker most of the time, so you got one.
Sometimes you just gotta be happy. That's it, basically. You know, my grandmother passed. The beat, I wanted to attack that beat in so many different ways, so it just flowed out, man. And Happy is just, it's the orange light on that stained glass. So it's the reason why my hand is up.
All right. The next joint, Essential. What is essential to Killah Priest?
Everything. Essential is like, it's life. It's the closing of the day, the opening of the night. It's, you know, it's, everything's essential. It's beauty, man. It's just like, it's breathing air, it's chi, it's tai chi, it's energy, it's the scriptures, it's the words of, you know, the prophets. It's that last word of Malcolm. It's the, you know, Martin. Essential. Everything in life that I don't try to take nothing for granted. It's that Mega Evans. And DJ Huggy came through with that. He blessed me with that track. So that came also at the last minute. That's a good pick because that's something I needed for that album.
And now you got one more track on it. It's a bonus track, Till the Angels Come.
Yep, it was a fight between that and Behind the Stained Glass, and Amar won. Yeah, I wanted to put on that right there. That's a dark track, man. It's like something I had to kick for the world, for this population, and it's you know, it's very prophetic and very dark. And while I was doing the track, Razor and Ambassador comes in. They walk in while I was in the studio. So that kind of like got me out of the flow to go crazy. You know, when they there, I was just like, oh, y'all, they, you know, I put them on the track. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, just going in there, that's something I wanted to try something different, because when Sam Snead gave me that beat, he said a lot of artists turned it down and couldn't rhyme to it. You know, look at the killers, dealers, gamblers, hustlers. You know what I mean? I had to go into it, hop on that, but say what I want to say and keep it still precinct. So we made that the bonus track because that's the best way to close out. Like, y'all remember. Boom.
Yo, so is there any Wu-Tang artists featured on your album?
Nah, man. Me and Jizz are gonna do some work together though. We definitely. He would have been on it. We did a song, but it was for somebody else. Big up to my peoples. Lion Den. We definitely gonna do I don't know. We might just do a whole album together.
Just you and Jizz?
Yeah, because I think that's what the Wu fans really want. Two lyrical gods, and you know, I'm ready. So, the offering, Behind the Stained Glass, Emmanuel, Black Market 2, The Horseman, Maccabees, all that's coming.